Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with another video, and this time I want to talk to you about Thundercats. This is my Thundercats collection, and this is the modern stuff released in, I think, 2011, 2012. I think it was over like a 2-year period. But anyway, I want to get into this collection, talk to you a little bit about it. Never really watched the cartoon, but I had some of the toys when I was a kid, so I'm going to have one toy that I can do a comparison with. So I never really went after the vintage stuff because I didn't have it so much as a kid. I had him. It's the only one I had out of all the Thundercats. This isn't my childhood one. This is another one I picked up though, but still pretty cool. I held on to him because, well, I had him. Why not? I think he's pretty cool. All right, so let's get right into this. So I picked this up, and it's like a 4-pack, and it's because it had this guy in it that I didn't see around, and I'm going to tell you that when collecting these and seeing them on the shelves and not really knowing much about the show and not having really a huge connection to it, I noticed that the figures look amazing, just like way better than I remembered from. And this thing's not in great condition, so, but the paint, just the way they look, so much better than what I remembered as vintage. And that's kind of one of the things modern day figures are a little bit nicer looking than vintage ones. The sculpts are better, the paint's better, it's more intricate, it's just the detailing is a whole lot better, the accessories, the gimmicks and stuff are so much better, and it's the same with this line. There's the back of that one. But let's go ahead and show you. I'm going to start with the 3 3/4 inch line and then get into the 6. So this is Lion-O, the main character. I know that sword very well. It looks kind of bent up in there. It's weird. But I know that sword extremely well because I had that when I was a kid. And I actually I had my childhood one. I sold it off, though. Make a little bit of money. People are really after those things, whether they work or not. But anyway, there's Lion-O. Next up is Tigra. And let's go look at Tigra. This was a Big Lots deal. I don't know, like 2012 or 13. So, most of these I got on clearance. I resisted the urge to buy them right away because I figured they would hit clearance. They hit clearance really quick, actually. And then they didn't stay on clearance very long because they were gone. But anyway, there's the back. What's her name? Funny, I looked at these at Walmart when I'd look at Star Wars and Transformers stuff. And I don't remember some of these smaller ones at all, ever. Like, I don't get it. I don't know if it was last wave and just hit, like, Big Lots and Ross and stuff and didn't hit Walmart's, but I don't remember seeing these. So I said, why not buy an extra? Okay, so this one is Cheetara? And pretty cool. Just the detail that this isn't even with photorealistic face painting that they're doing these days. This is 2011, 2012, maybe 2013, but not even the photorealistic face painting. And I think that looks good. Like, let's get a close up on the face. Those eyes, it's not the eyes are painted, it's the area around the eyes looks good. Willy Cat. I bet you this cat was a whole lot of fun in the show. I never really watched it, so I don't really know. I think I watched 2 episodes, but with my kids, and oddly enough, I really thought my kids would get into it, and they didn't. I was like, come on, man, I got $3 figures here. I'll go buy more for you. If you get into this, this will be your Christmas. It didn't work. All right, Panthro. This is the biggest guy, and then there's another, like a deluxe version of him. I think I have that. And I'm pretty sure I have like one representation of every figure in the 3 3/4 inch line. And I am a 3 3/4 inch collector. You see me show off 6-inch stuff around here. Yeah, it's with great shame I have 6-inch stuff. It's what you know. I'm 3 3/4 inch all the way. And most guys don't like to admit that, but I'll admit I'm 3 3/4 inch all the way. So mumm-ra, for some reason, I think this is like the main bad guy or something. And this one I saw like everywhere on clearance. I think I got a second one just because I got sick of looking at it. Okay, I'll buy another one. Okay, so here's another Panthro, and I got it at, I guess, Ross. This is deluxe. He comes with a something or another, Thunder Links, whatever this contraption is he has. He also has an action feature. So, I kind of didn't, the Star Wars Deluxe stuff, I liked the ones that had like lightning bolts come from the Emperor and stuff like that. But I'm not really sure how I am with the play features and if it's really worth the extra money when the higher price point. Here's the Deluxe Tigra. Snatched this one up from good old Target. I was like, oh, that's every bit as cheap as the ones that are not deluxe. So, I mean, I don't know if it's any better, or the action features. I don't know if in my mind, the action figure was exactly the same. Let's look at that real quick. So, they look exactly the same. I would think that Bandai would have used the same head and same arms, and they look the same, but the legs on this one are like spread wide, which is probably part of the action feature, and then the elbow joint is a thicker elbow joint on the right arm. So yeah, completely different figure. Probably still recycled the head though. And if 2 ways to buy Tigra wasn't enough, you could have a third Tigra in this. So what this does is this combines with the Thunder Tank. Let's get that clear there. Connects to Thunder Tank in 3 languages. It doesn't just do it in English. You can connect to Thunder Tank in multiple languages. And I thought that was cool. Actually, I didn't know much about the Thunder Tank, but when I started looking at these kind of things, I was like, that is really cool. Just kind of like in the Star Wars world where you could, if you were to get the Rebels Ghost or whatever and connect the other ship to it, and that would be pretty slick. Next up is this Lizard Cannon, and I don't know what it is, but I haven't seen that guy before. I don't even know if he's a good or a bad guy. I assume he's a bad guy. So I grabbed one oh, actually, I'm not going to lie to you. For the price, for $5, I grabbed 2. Why not? And then you got Lion-O. Now I'm sure there were more ways to buy Lion-O, but the other ways probably just didn't hit clearance, so I didn't buy them. I don't think I bought anything not on clearance. I think everything I bought was on clearance. There it is. And this should connect to the Thunder Tank too. I think this one connects on the other side. Or I don't know if they can connect on both sides. I'm not sure. There's the whole package. And looking at that, yeah, I have every one of those figures that's on there. And the Thunder Tank and all these little side vehicles. So I'd say I got a pretty complete 3 3/4 inch collection. If you collect this stuff and I'm missing something, let me know because it'd be interesting. I just really want to know what else was out there. So on to the 6-inch figures, and then we'll get into the vehicles and playsets. So this is Panthro. Come on. Let's get this bad boy in frame. And there's Panthro. Bigger version, and let's just see how much bigger he is. And there's the size difference. It's not really fair that, let's see, because he's a little higher, but 3 3/4 inch versus 6-inch. And, it'd probably look good. This whole 6-inch line would look good with all the other 6-inch stuff that's going on in the world. Next, we're going to talk about Mumm-ra. Mumm-ra is a bad guy. Big old mean bad guy. Looks big and mean. Let's see. So in this line, you could get the classics Lion-O and the classics Tigra, which I didn't get the Tigra. And then you get a bigger Lion-O, Panthro, and Mumm-ra. So I've got all these except the classic, the Tigra. And these were actually a little more expensive. These were like 11 or so bucks a piece. Now there's Lion-O, and this is the new version of Lion-O. And then there's a classics version I have that's coming up. But the thing is with the 6-inch, you got to think about that. When this stuff came out, this was before Star Wars started. There's 2012 6-inch, or maybe around the same time. So, but here's the size they were back then. So they're slimmer, but about the same height. But we're going to do a 1-to-1 Lion-O comparison here in a minute. And, yeah, got all them. And here he is with his Sword of Omens and all that stuff, the glove and all that, and all the accessories. And I really think that sword is really what makes this Thundercats thing so cool. So here's the Lion-O, and I don't see the price tag. Maybe it's on the back or something. I know I got it on sale, probably 11 like the other ones. But I knew that this guy is probably one of the most popular ones, and it's the one that I remember and the one I like, so I got a couple of them. And the box is not set up to stand very well, but who needs that? We're going to do a comparison. So here is the vintage, the G1 version. Man, the G1 looks like he's a fun, playful guy. And if you can see that, the new one looks mean. Like he can kick some butt. And there's this play feature. I don't know if it still has a play feature on this one. I haven't opened it. You do get an extra set of hands, and so I guess it's just swappable. You swap out the hands instead of clipping the glove on, which makes it look more like the cartoons. So that's cool, and includes the sword and in 3 languages. So pretty cool. Let's get on play sets. Okay, so here's the battle tank. The battle tank that combines with these wonderful items here, and you make like a super battle tank, and it's pretty awesome. And then this includes that figure in that 4-pack. So that 4-pack that I had around here somewhere has that figure in it also. There it is. See, it's got the same figure. So I guess if you get the battle tank, you get that figure. Here's the back of the box, and nothing that special. Shows off the other items that you can get in this line. And the side, there are 2 swords of omens, and I've got one. I don't know which one, so I will show you that off here in a second too. So here's the Thundercats Tower of Omen, and I think it's like a cool playset. It appears as though you assemble it and it expands out, and it's like a 2-foot-long playset. It's huge, and it's got electronics and lights and sounds, and it's pretty heavy for what I'm used to. I'm used to what Hasbro's been giving us with Star Wars playsets, which is like a little bitty 10-ounce thing that's a small corner of a playset. And where this thing looks like, if you look at this kid here, it's way above his head. I know it's on the table, but it looks like it's 2 foot tall or something. And then got a little door to get in there. But I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of still like a skeleton of a playset. It just represents a gate and a door and a tower. But it has a lot of features, which include quick escape slide, push to launch a missile. It comes with this little car here and this little clear guy and a little catapult thing. So it's got a few cool things. And what would it be if you didn't have the bad guy's vehicle, the mumm-ra tank? Wait, mumm-ra storm charger. So, and this actually includes exclusive light-up mumm-ra action figure. So each one of these playsets includes a figure, which I guess I would have known that if I opened them up. But I don't really like opening up my 3 3/4 inch anything ever. It kills me. Making those Star Wars dioramas killed me opening up 3 or 4 figures to make a cantina look complete, especially the bartender. But anyway, let's get into it. It just looks like a big old Egyptian head, and then, which I guess is Mumm-ra's head, and then it turns into all these features and stuff that it does. So this is the thing that was hardest to find. Last thing I want to talk about this Thundercats sword. For some reason, I could have sworn I had like 3 or 4 of these, because my intention was to give some to my kids and play with them and fiddle with them. They just looked really cool, but I think maybe they just, I got one and thought I was going to get more cheaper. I don't know. I can't find them. But it's cool. It just pops out. And I don't know if this is the deluxe or this is the deluxe. So I think there's a better one than this. There's the deluxe and then there's another one. Maybe I'm wrong. There's the Sword of Omens and the deluxe Sword of Omens. So I don't know. Anyhow, I had this as a kid. I thought it was cool. But let's see here. Can the vintage guy hold this? Come on, hold it. Well, anyway, like, subscribe. Tidarium Hanger. Out.